Hey Merfolk fans, I'm Joe. Thanks very much for joining me today. If you'd like to support my channel, please check the link above to my Patreon page. I'm back with round 2 of a modern competitive league. I'm trying to get a live league for you guys. This is the first league that I've played. The first games that I've played with Merfolk Trickster in the deck. Round 1 was Kiki Exarch combo. We had enough creatures to get there in game 1. Don't have any real counter magic in the main deck except for Cursecatcher's effect. But I've got some counter spells and a bunch of bounce effects in the board. So game 2 we had a lot more interaction with Trickster adding to the effort. So it felt pretty good so far. So this will be round 2. I keep getting this STR const is out of date message. I think I might need to reinstall MTGO, but it seems to work anyway. So I'm going to keep this. I've got a Trickster in hand. Let's see if we can get some tricks going on. If the opponent thought seizes me or something, then he's going to know that I've got it. Well, this hand, not super amazing against Tron. Maybe we can put him off of like a Sylvan Scrying next turn or something like that. At least we've got a Silvergill. We can draw into some seas, hopefully. Is he gonna do this? Really? Oh my god, Walking Ballista. I guess he is gonna do it. So what do I do here? This is some tricky stuff. It looks like he's representing natural Tron here, just jamming out this Ballista. I guess I go Lord, and then he can activate this guy once next turn if he has Tron, and kill the Lord if he wants to do that. Trickster is interesting because I can, if he tries, I can flash in Trickster at the opponent's end step if he has nothing else to do. And, well, I'm certainly going to attack with Cursecatcher here. I guess the question is whether I'm going to play a Lord first. If he plays Tron lands, for example, and just passes the turn, on the end step I could tap this guy down. He can try to buff him in response. Shoot down the Cursecatcher. That doesn't seem super great. I think I'm just going to go Lord here. We did draw a land, so if we draw another land, well, let's just see how it goes. See how back-footed the opponent feels. Seems pretty confident here. He's just like F6ing. Feel like he's got that next Tron piece. Oh, well, next Tron piece, but not the right one. It can't activate Ballista anymore. It might be time to just go nuts on this guy. I think it's Lord City here. He didn't even play a thing that blows up my guys. Maybe he has a Dismember or something like that. That hits his life total also. Maybe he's sandbagging the next Tron piece and he's going to play Ugin, which would be disgusting. No, but you wouldn't sandbag it because he could have activated Ballista last turn. Now he can activate Ballista exactly once. Another Lord would be sweet here. But I've got the Mutavault anyway. Let me make sure I'm activating the right Mutavault. I almost always do. But I did not recently one time, and it made me really angry. Do I tap this guy down right now? I think I do, right? Well, I don't want to let him chump. We have the win here. So let me attack. Then I'm going to tap down his Ballista. If he doesn't have spot removal, it's GG. Oh my god, Trickster. So good. Okay, we didn't really get to see what version of Tron this is at all. But we did win, so we get to cut a land, and if it's not a control deck, almost certainly not Blue Tron. They would have wanted to play a blue land at some point. I'm going to cut one of these Cavern of Souls, free up some spots, definitely bringing in 3 Ceremonious Rejections. Definitely bringing in 4 Deprives. Even if it's Eldrazi Tron, those matches tend to go really long. often into top deck mode, and Deprive can be super good. Master of Waves is really weak against that stupid Ballista thing. So just easy cuts with Master of Waves. That was a really good hand there. And keeping Season, obviously. Snag, it really depends on what the matchup is. But it's interesting that we saw so little. Just Ballista and like a Chromatic Sphere. So Trickster did a good job there. I kind of like the flash. I think I'll leave it in for now. Echoing Truth is a nice catch-all. I'm going to take out Snag, maybe bring in a second Echoing Truth. Echoing Truth is a nice combo with Deprive, because if they land something nice, you can bounce it and then counter it on the return. Actually, Cursecatcher is weak against pretty much any Tron, especially on the draw, so I take those out. If it's a Ballista deck, I do want Dismembers. All right, good. So even if it's just like Green Tron and they don't have a lot of targets for Dismember, getting a Ballista off the table is absolutely worth bringing in some Dismembers. Okay, we still got 22 creatures, got all our 10 lords in, got our flash effects, and got our card drawing. All right. Let's hope for an AEther Vial so we can keep up our instant speed effects. Well, there's the AEther Vial, and there is the Spreading Seas. The opponent mulliganed. I'm on the draw. I'm going to be drawing lots of cards, especially with the Spreading Seas. I've got Mutavaults to attack, so it's not the best hand by any stretch, but especially if the opponent mulligans to 5 Tron, we're going to be able to hopefully keep them off of their Tron mana. They put a card on the bottom. All we need to draw is some gas, and we've got plenty of that in the deck. Let's see what this guy's going to hit off of Ancient Stirrings. Okay, he got his Tron land. Dismember's more interaction. Not what I was looking for. I think we're going to want to attack with Mutavault before casting the Spreading Seas. We'll see how it goes. I really rarely play Mutavault first, but since they're so slow on their... Well, there's an Expedition map. I think I might want to use Spreading Seas now. Well, that Silvergill is really nice. The opponent is pretty slow here, so I can... he's not threatening Tron next turn, so I can take the turn to play Silver... Oh, wait, I can't play Silvergill because I don't have another Merfolk. So yeah, let's just go ahead and take him off of this Tron land here, I think. Alternatively, hold on, let me hit cancel here. Let's make sure we're thinking through all our options. I could activate Mutavault and start swinging here. Next turn, I can Vial in a Silvergill and throw Spreading Seas after he's sort of tapped out to get his Tron going. No, I think we want to hit cards here so we have a better informed plan. 2 damage might not make a big difference in the end once we get Lords going. Another Spreading Seas is really nice. Okay, so remember the opponent mulled to 5, so we should be favored here as long as we get some kind of clock going. Okay, so Urza's Tower, and the previous one was the Power Plant, I think. Let's just go back and check, yeah. So there is the tower that he hit. Okay, we've got no plays. All right, so now at this point, I think we just, he can activate this map. He's still going to be only on 2 Tron pieces next turn. He can sort of Nature's Claim and then have access to a good amount of mana. Won't be able to go for Ugin next turn if he does that. I just continue hitting his Tron pieces for now, or do I start getting in with... I think I can activate AEther Vial now, bring in the Silvergill, again, sort of informing the plan. Wanderwine, it's okay, we've got plenty of lands to play. Do we want to start ticking the clock now here with Mutavault? or just play Seas. Seas can be good if he casts an O-Stone and we get our first Spreading Seas taken away, and then we can sort of reapply the second one. But we've still got 2 in the deck. I can swing with 2 Mutavaults next turn. Yeah, I think it might be correct to be aggressive here. I'll play that Mutavault. I didn't draw into any Ceremonious Rejections or anything, so I'm not going to have to leave up mana here. I can just play out the second AEther Vial. Of course, O-Stone is kind of a blowout if we commit too much to the table. But we can swing for at least 6 next turn. Wait, did he not crack that Expedition map when he had mana up? We got the Mine. Now is a good time to play a Spreading Seas. Okay, so we'll leave this on 2 in case we draw another Silvergill. All right, so we're not drawing super duper well here. I'm going to go ahead and apply the first Seas. I'm going to put it on the tower. You know what? Let me attack first, I guess. Yeah, let's attack first. This is a pretty slow clock from us, but opponent's on a mull, and we're hoping that what we've got is enough to get there. Play this island and Spreading Seas the tower now. If we draw a Lord, we're going to be getting pretty close to lethal. I think it's going to be Exact Seas if we draw a Lord. Okay, well, we're not getting what we need. No, not Exact Seas. It would be 9 plus 2 is 11. Miscalculated. All right, he gets a Sylvan Scrying. We can always Echoing Truth the Spreading Seas and reapply them. Actually, that's a really fun play usually. Now he's got 2 pieces. Let's go ahead to our turn. We're going to take both AEther Vials up. Opponent hasn't played anything yet. Remember that Dismember hits his own life total. He can have Spatial Contortion. Come on, Lords. Well, Ceremonious is really solid. It's going to help us a good deal. So we've currently got him off of 2 of his Tron pieces. That's just about all we can do with that. If we bounce them, we could reapply them. Basically, we just hit the same things. 2 different pieces. So I think I play a blue land here. I think I fire up both Mutavaults. And just leave up Rejection, see if he plays anything important. Still needs to hit his Tron. Now any Lord off the top would be lethal. I'm going to leave this blue land for our Ceremonious. We do have 10 Lords for the deck to sort of choose from. It goes for Thragtusk. Oh, right, we got there, guys. Very nice. The opponent did mull to 5, but I kept a hand with very little pressure, and the Mutavaults ended up doing most of the work, and there was that Lord. So if the opponent had something like Tron Land Karn, we'd counter it, and then follow up with a Lord for the win anyway. All right, so we're sitting at 2-0 in this competitive league. Merfolk Trickster won us game 1, sort of supporting the Lord attack, taking care of the opponent's only blocker. So Trickster's been feeling pretty cool so far. We've been having some conversations on the Discord about whether Tidebinder or Trickster is better. My position is that Trickster is kind of insane for us because it's so versatile. I mean, it did work against Tron, right? What does Tidebinder do against Tron? Does very little. I guess against this deck it can do something if they land a Thragtusk. That's pretty much the only target. But against Eldrazi Tron, Tidebinder does nothing, but Trickster again is kind of ridiculous because it just takes one of their big creatures out of combat. And if we don't have Island Walk like we didn't have in game 1 here, it just helps us get more damage through. And that's a big part of what we want to be doing. So thanks for watching, guys. Please tune into the next video where I'll be going into the 3rd round of this Modern Competitive League. Please check out my Patreon page if you haven't already, and please subscribe if you haven't already. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye, guys.